Top 10, presented by Only in Your State.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Not Your Average Bucket List, a podcast by Only in Your State. This is our monthly series of things to do in state. We are showcasing September, the beautiful month of September, which surprisingly has a ton of Oktoberfests. Tricked you there.
Surprise.
I'm here with my co host, Sarah. Hi, Sarah.
Hey, Marissa.
So, we are going to dive into Georgia, which is my neighbor to the north. And basically, you're still going to find a lot of humidity, so prepare to be annoyed. We're also in hurricane season, which I know a hurricane just barreled through our state and went up through Georgia and the Carolinas. So, just a disclaimer, make sure that these events that we're talking about are still on when you're going to attend. Check their websites. We're going to have them in our article in the show notes. And here we go. Georgia in September. Number 1, Rock City Summer Music Weekends on Lookout Mountain. This is also, how do you say mountain? Do you say mountain or mountain?
Mountain.
Okay, mountain.
Yeah.
I get made fun of for saying mountain, and they're like, it's mount, there's a T. And I was just like, so I over enunciate mountain, which I think sounds weird.
Yeah, it's like,
okay.
Better to say kitten.
Right.
Kitten.
Kitten. So anyway, Rock City Summer Music Weekends, Lookout Mountain. September 5th is going to be the last weekend. They've been doing it all summer, but you could still catch a great series of music, live music spanning all different genres. So basically, you can enjoy the trails, the attractions, and then you have live music from local artists, which I think is always a good time. Number 2, Dragon Con in Atlanta from August 31st throughout Labor Day weekend. This one's a big one.
Yes.
This is like the premier pop culture convention, right? It's kind of like one of the big ones.
One of the big ones, yep.
Yeah. So a lot of panels, celebrity interactions, cosplay. There's a parade. It's basically you're diving into the world of fantasy, science fiction, gaming, you name it. This one's a big one in Atlanta. It's number 2 on the list. Number 3, Yellow Daisy Festival in Stone Mountain Park. This is September 7th through September 10th. And it's a celebration of the blooming daisies, but it's also an event showcasing handmade crafts, art, jewelry. You have over 400 vendors. They do it every year. Live music, food. It's a big deal, welcoming the beginnings of autumn in Georgia. Number 4, the Savannah Jazz Festival, September 18th through the 24th. Another annual event that is a very big deal in Georgia. It's in Savannah. It's a free event, which I think is very cool and very rare nowadays. Mm-hmm. And you get to see all the best world-class jazz performances through renowned artists, local artists. If you love jazz, this is the place to go, especially you have such a cool city to see it in, Savannah. Number 5, Arts in the Heart of Georgia, September 15th through September 17th. And this is in Augusta. It's in the historic downtown area of Augusta. It's a multicultural festival spotlighting global cuisine, arts, music. You basically get to dive into a bunch of different cultures, which I think is very cool. And it's a weekend of fun. Number 6, we're still eating at the Atlanta Food and Wine Festival. This is September 20th through the 24th. And if you love food and wine festivals, this one is a great one to go to because Atlanta has basically just like blown up in the culinary world, I feel like. And so this is a great way to try a bunch of local chefs that if you can't try them at their restaurants, this is the place to do it. Wine pairings, I mean, what a weekend right there. Number 7, Marietta's Labor Day Art in the Park. This is taking place in the beginning of the month, September 2nd to September 4th, and it's in the historic Marietta Square. It's an annual festival showcasing artist works, paintings, sculptures, very family-friendly. There are tons of kids' activities and paying homage to artistry and community over Labor Day weekend. Moving on, number 8, Japan Fest at the Gas South Convention Center from September 16th through the 17th. So if you love Japanese culture, if you love Japanese heritage, this is the festival for you. You're going to have authentic cuisine. You're going to have martial arts demonstrations, music, traditions, art exhibitions, tea ceremonies. Uh, just you're going to go and have a very, very deep appreciation for Japan's rich history once you leave. So that should definitely make it on your list. Number 9, at the Georgia Racing Hall of Fame Museum, there's a Labor Day car show, which is taking place on September 2nd. I love a good car show, classic car show. I feel like there's
Yeah.
so much fun. It's just basically Dawsonville, Georgia. You're showcasing classic cars, modern cars, vintage racing displays, live music. It's just kind of fun. If you're an auto enthusiast, this would be a fun weekend. And if you have a car you want to showcase too, you drive on by. Number 10, the French Market is back on September 9th in Buckhead Village. If you love crepes, if you love live music, if you love crafts, jazz, this is the place to be. Free admission. You get a wristband for food and beverages. And yeah, a ton of regional French businesses come together. You have a Parisian style market, which is
Oh,
very
that's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's a fun one, rounding out the list. And then we're also going to throw in our article some of the best Georgia farms to visit in September because it is apple season in Georgia. And we have a ton of different farms with apples, pumpkins, tons of
Nice.
great family friendly activities.
Awesome.
So that is Georgia in September. We'll see you next month for Georgia in October.